to all you beautiful people of the internet. My name is Movie Talker, and no, I'm not doing the pitch today. I was planning to do it today, but I'm a bit behind, so I have to do it tomorrow or the day after, depending on what's happening. So today I decided we're going to do a different video. I want to get your guys' inputs on some what ifs. So, like Marvel What If? Like that, but we're going to do it with something else. I want it to be done with Final Destination. Just the first one, I think. I might do the second and third in this video as well, depending on how long this phone decides to film for, because this phone will not last forever. It keeps giving me a limited time to record, so I can try and do this quick if I can. So if you don't know what Final Destination is, spoiler alert coming up. It is a horror movie franchise where someone has a premonition of an accident and they are going to get picked off one by one the way that death intended it to. It gets crazy as it gets along, it gets a bit confusing, but Tony Todd in the movies pulls off a magnificent performance. So without further ado, let's get into the what ifs. I will pause for an amount so you guys can process the question I give you. Because what if is a question, So the first one, what if the plane never exploded? So when Alex has the premonition, everyone gets off the plane, but it never explodes. Next question, what if nobody left the plane? So Alex has a premonition, but he doesn't believe his premonition, and then nobody gets off the plane and it just explodes. Next one is, I would have done it one by one, but let's say like individually, if neither Todd, Terry, Miss Luton, Billy, Carter, Alex, or Claire, what if one of them never got off or one of them never got on? You know what I mean? How would that work? The next one is, what if everyone on the plane got off, every single one of them? What would have happened then? What if Todd didn't die? So say Alex heeded the warning quickly and he just went over to Todd's place and saved him. What if Alex and Clea never went to check Todd's body? They never met the mortician? What if Terry didn't get hit by the bus? How would that... So, they saved her at the last minute. They saw the bus coming down. What if Miss Luton didn't die? So Alex managed to save her from the knife in her chest. Because, you can't pull it out because you'll bleed to death. But he manages to save her. What if Carter died at the train track? How would the story unfold then? What if Billy didn't die? So the shrapnel does not cut him in half immediately. They save him just in time. What if Claire died in the car? So say Alex didn't take off the electrical wire and the whole car exploded, killing her. What if Alex died while holding the wire? Now, they did do, spoiler alert, they did do a scene of an alternate ending where Alex did save Claire's life and he died, and in the future Claire would have had a baby and she and Carter would have lived happy lives. But let's say they redid that scene, a totally different direction. How would it all work out? What if the police believed Alex? So instead of thinking him being the murderer, they would have thought, oh, he's actually telling the truth. What if... I'm trying to think through the movie. What if Alex was killed by the branch? So there's a scene where Alex is running from the cops. He rolls down a hill and he barely misses a log. But what if he didn't miss it and it actually impaled his face? Thinking about that is actually quite gruesome. Ugh. What if Alex... No, sorry, that's not that one. What if Claire, Alex, and Carter didn't get on the plane to France 6 months later? So by the end of the movie, there's a 6 month time skip where the three of them got on the plane to France finally. But what if they didn't go there in the end? Now the next one is, what if Alex got hit by the bus in France? So death is unfolding a lot, and Clea manages to save Alex from being hit by a bus just by calling his name. But what if she didn't do that and the bus actually killed him? What if Carter didn't save Alex in France? So a big sign swings down and Carter rushes in and spears him to the floor, saving him from a falling sign. But what if Carter didn't do that? And last one, what if Carter didn't get hit by the sign? So Carter realizes he's next, but by too late, because the sign swings down, it cuts to black, but we do hear it smack him, probably flying somewhere. But what if that didn't happen? What if he realized that instantly and ducked? I just had some time to think, and I thought maybe also include in this video my version of the film, if you would like to hear it. This is part one of What If and such. If you don't want me to do it for the last two films, if you don't want to hear my stories, just tell me, okay? I don't mind you being honest. I would think that, yeah, the plane explodes, but I would think that someone, I know this is going to sound a bit stupid, but you know, the Final Destination films are wacky and stupid anyway, so wouldn't be no point. What if someone, they say a specific phrase to the protagonist, gives them their deaths? So let's say with Todd, this character was going to, let's say this character's called David for like an example. Say David says to Todd, maybe something that relates to his death, like, I'll stick my neck out for you. That could relate to him passing on when David was meant to get strangled by the wire. Instead, Todd gets that turn. Or when he says to Terry, I'm going to catch the bus, that means that he's passed on when he was meant to get hit by the bus, she gets hit by it instead. Same with Miss Luton, take a stab at it, that shows her getting stabbed by the knife. With Carter first, who said, I've got to keep track of time, that's him on the train track. The train goes to hit him, but as we see in the film, it skipped him. He was saved by Alex in there. Or when it goes to Billy, you get Hair for Life. He gets his head cut in half and such. You'll see the signs, and that's means the sign coming down on either Alex or Carter. Something like that. You know what I mean? Another idea I had is someone else can see their deaths in front, and they save them. So they seen Todd's, Terry's, Luton's, Billy's, Carter's deaths. This guy has seen them all. Let's call him Sam, for example, and he saves them all. He saves them from their deaths. Or, to be a bit more silly, he reverses it all, and the character who died remembers that death. I'd like to think of that for like all the films. Now I'm going to do Final Destination 2. So again, the what ifs. What if the pile up didn't happen? So in number 2, Kimberly, the protagonist, has the vision of the pile up happening, but what if it didn't happen? So like she sees it, but it doesn't actually happen at all. What if everyone got into the pile up anyway? So she had the premonition, but she ignores it and she just goes in anyways, like a dumb character, you know. What if, say, like, again, like I said with playing victims, if like one was there and like one was not and such, you know. I'll put in a text here to show you what I mean, basically, or it'll be all over the screen. What if Burke didn't save Kimberly from the truck? So in the film, Officer Burke saves Kimberly when a truck comes at full speed and crashes into the red car, killing all her friends. But what if he didn't do that and he was too late and it just killed them all, including Kimberly? What if Kimberly didn't pick up the boys and she and Shayna, I think her name was, just went on the trip themselves? What if Isabel was meant to die in the pile-up? So in the film, Isabel turns out to not be a victim of the pile-up, but what if she was? It'd be pretty messed up, wouldn't it? What if Evan didn't die? No, sorry, skip that. What if Kimberly's friends didn't die? So the truck, as I said, the truck came and smashed into Kimberly's friends. But what if they all got out in time and escaped death? Okay, now what if Evan didn't die? So Evan's death is he gets out of an exploding apartment, slips on some spaghetti he threw out, and the ladder slams into his eye. But what if he managed to get out to dodge that in time? Or he saw the spaghetti on there and walked around? What if, I think his name was Tim, the boy, didn't die? So after Tim's appointment at the dentist, he chases a flock of birds, but a window pane crushes him. But what if he saw that and he just ran away in time, like a smart person? So he was just gawking up in there, just waiting for, oh no. What if Nora didn't die? So Nora's death is a man with hooks catches her hair, the elevator doors close on her head and decapitates her. But what if she managed to get her hair off in time and actually got out of the elevator before they closed in on her neck? I do have a question about that though. Were the elevators back in that time really, really bad? That they didn't have that security measure where if it bumped something it would open? You know what I mean? What if Clear didn't help the survivors? So Kimberly visits Clear in the psychiatric ward, and after a while Clear decides, yeah, I'm going to go help them. But what if she didn't do that? She just stayed in the psychiatric ward. Oh, I forgot about this one. What if Alex didn't die? So in a newspaper, which was the worst way you could do this, Alex's death is reported that a brick fell on his head and killed him. I didn't like how they did that. They killed the main character off screen. But what if they didn't do that and he survived, like he was in the second film and such, you know? What if Kat didn't die? So after their car crash and a pipe shoots out through the seat, Kat is trapped in the car. But then one of the rescue persons jams something. I don't know what that machine is called. Please let me know in the comments below. Into the car, the airbag goes off, and she slams her head straight through the shark pipe. What if Rory didn't save Brian? So a news van comes. Sorry. A news van comes and almost hits Brian, but Rory saves him at the last minute, and then later he's exploded by the barbecue. But what if that moment Rory didn't save him and the van actually hit him that time? What if Rory didn't die? So a news van, I think the news van explodes, and barbed wire trisects, I think that's what it called, trisect Rory, so it means cut in 3 pieces. But what if Rory saw that and he managed to duck down in time? What if Kimberly didn't see the vision of her drowning and Dr. Collagen saving her life? So she has a vision that she was drowning and that someone was probably strangling her, but actually turned out to be saving her life. What if she didn't see that, basically? Oh, I forgot about this one. What if Eugene didn't get injured in the crash? So in the crash, Eugene gets injured and he has to be taken to hospital. But what if he wasn't injured at all? Sorry, I'm very itchy. What if Isabel didn't have the baby? So in the film, Isabel managed to have a baby, but they found out that Isabel wasn't part of the plan. But let's say Isabel didn't have the baby. What about that then? What if Eugene didn't die? So Clea opens the door and somehow an explosion goes up, killing both Eugene and Clea. But what if Eugene didn't die that time? So she opens it, Clea gets blasted by the fire, but Eugene is spared. And what if Clea didn't die? So again, Clea opened the door, an explosion happened, and she's dead. But what if she survived that? I would have liked to have that happen, because that was very wrong of them to kill her off just like that. I wish she was in all the 4 films. I'm saying the 4 films because the 5th film is a prequel. Cool. So what if both Clea and Eugene survived that explosion? What if Kimberly didn't attempt to drown herself? So Kimberly realizes that she has to die to create new life. What if she didn't drown? What if Brian survived? So Brian gets blown up by the barbecue in the end, but what if he didn't get blown up? So now we're on to the final part, number 3, Final Destination 3. This is the one with the roller coaster. This one actually scared me a bit during the tanning scene. So, what if the roller coaster didn't derail? So, Wendy, the new protagonist, sees the premonition of the roller coaster derailing. They get off, but the roller coaster does not derail this time. What if nobody got off the roller coaster? So nobody leaves the roller coaster, it goes off and it derails everywhere and everyone dies. What if not Kimberly, I'm thinking number 2. What if Wendy's, I can't speak English today, I'm so sorry. What if Wendy's boyfriend got off the roller coaster? So Jason, Wendy's boyfriend, gets stuck on the roller coaster and he dies in it. But what if he got off when he asked them to let him get off? What if, again, it's the one I mentioned before, again I'll put it on the screen here so you can see what I mean by the next what if. But this what if Ashley and Ashlyn didn't die. So they are burned in the tanning beds, but they don't die. Or what if they didn't go to the tanning saloon at all? What if Frankie didn't die? So a truck comes in, crashes into Wendy's and Kevin's car, and the truck van slices into Frankie's head. But what if they did do this in alternative scene, they saved Frankie and pulled him out of the car. How would it have gone after that, basically? What if Lewis didn't die? In the gym, the two sets of weights come down onto Lewis's head and crushes him. But what if he realizes the danger when the swords cut the wires, and he goes, "Nah, I'm not doing that." What if Erin didn't die? So Ian is saved, but a nail gun shoots into Erin's head. But what if she managed to avoid that? Speaking of which, what if Ian died? So planks of wood came down, but I think Kevin saved him. But what if the planks of wood actually killed Ian and Erin was spared? How would that gone? What if Perry survived? So after... Oh, I can't remember her name. Ashley's? No. Wendy's cousin, I think, gets saved by Kevin. A flagpole goes into her friend through the torso. But what if that didn't happen? What if she managed to see the pole and dodge out in time? What if Kevin died? So at the fair, a barbecue blows up. Ironic. But Kevin manages to get out of the way. But what if he didn't move and it actually killed him? What if Wendy died the way she was supposed to? So Wendy is under the sign and it comes down and kills her. What would happen at the train scene then? What would happen with Ian, basically? What if Ian didn't die? So Ian sees the sign falling down, but he runs out of the way in time. What if the train didn't crash? So in the end of number 3, Wendy sees the train crash, but what if after that it didn't happen? So that was number 3. So that's all that I'm going to do today. Maybe tomorrow I might do a part 2, or it might be the pitch. If that is the case of doing part 2, then it will definitely be the day after. I pinky promise. So thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.